The good news is I've got it welded up, and we're going to grind it down. I'm going to give you guys a look at it. The bad news is, however, though, I think an apology is in order that I effectively turned the wonderful, wonderful old car smell in here into burning headliner smell.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You crazy mother.
Well, here we are, once again. Me versus the short bus. We're gonna pull it out. I have a whole day to pretty much cut that patch panel that I showed you guys, I don't know, a couple days ago. I got the Blurple Monster, which is that blue car in the garage, pretty much painted. Oh, don't die on me, sucker. She's cold. But yeah, got that thing pretty much done for the most part. It'll get polished up and sent home here probably tomorrow. So that leaves me with all day to struggle with this guy. Try to get that piece cut in and looking decent. So I got welding gas yesterday, which apparently is worth its weight in gold these days. It was like $175 for a 150-pound bottle, which I swear I used to pay like 100, but maybe it's been a long time since I filled that thing up. Anyway, I've got gas. I mean, I don't, welding gas, let's clarify. And I have, hopefully there's enough wire left. That's it. We're gonna cut that thing in, weld it up. We'll booger it up and give it back to the owner, and maybe we'll even ask him what he thinks of it when I give it back. Or maybe not. Maybe what we should do is, I think I'll just drop it off and leave the keys in it and then run away and then call him my cell phone. If I drop it off, it won't have a ride home, so that'd be kind of weird. But I can just be like, truck's out front, dude, hope you like it, later. So, okay, enough daydreaming. Let's get to work. Don't worry, I'm not gonna sing this time. Maybe when it's finished. I'm not happy right now. I like to sing when I'm happy. Not happy, because I have to work on this thing. I'll just scoot it over a little bit. I don't want to get too close to that car that's freshly painted. I think it's gonna eat some sparks, and that would be bad. B-A-D. Bad. Oh, getting rowdy. I think that's good. Let's go get to work. So since I was working in the garage yesterday, I couldn't even store this thing where it should go because I couldn't open the garage door. So there she is, ta-da! This is what a $175 bottle of gas looks like. You know, I work for welding gas, why not? It's gotta be fun. So, let's take our expensive bottle that is worth its weight in gold, throw it on the machine. I got my little step stool. We'll take one quick look at where we're at before I even get started. That way, if this is your first video you've seen, you're kind of caught up to what we've been struggling with. And if you've been following along, thank you. And if you didn't unsubscribe by now, we're doing pretty good. I'm batting 1,000, so let me lug this thing over there and I'll give you a look at the patch. If you've ever been to a welding supply place, the guys take the big giant bottles and they just whip those things, whop, 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 and they'll like kick them and they run with them. And every time I try to do it, I just feel like a complete nerd because, I don't know, I guess I don't have the bottle skills. So, figured I would share that tip with you guys. You gotta tighten that thing down good, make sure it doesn't leak. Especially when the gas costs $10 billion, so we're good to go. Let me give you a look at the patch. I'll go throw this over there and we can get rolling. All right, so here is where we left off. That's not good. Anyway, yeah, so this is my patch panel. We will basically cut this thing in, probably take it off, clean it up, because it's been sitting out for a few days. But all in all, this is pretty much what this thing is gonna get. So we will massage it till it's the proper height, and then we will cut this thing in, weld it in, now that we have all the gas, and life should be good. And then once this one's kind of cut and tacked in place, we will finish this little piece, maybe throw some seam sealer in there, Who knows? We'll get crazy. Let's get rolling. Let me fix this situation before I break my neck. Well, that pretty much did nothing. So let me get my blanket out. We'll cover the window so we don't stick any molten metal to it. And then we'll start putting this thing up and fitting it. And then it's gonna be cut, fit until it looks good. Then we're gonna burn this thing in. Then we're gonna sing freaking Wheels on the Bus to anybody that'll listen. Maybe this guy, maybe you. Let's do this. Okay, we can't fit a marker back here, but I can fit, this is a center punch. I'm just gonna use it as a scribe and try to drag it along the backside to make a mark that we can cut out and get to trimming. So, bring you along for the ride. See how this works. Then we can be awesome. Looks like it's scratching it. Oh, don't slip and cut your fingers off. That'd be a bad day. Yeah. Alright, it's probably hard to see, but there's a line that I scribed. Get a little sketchy right there, but yeah. So I cut it. I'll just make a marker line over it so I can see it better and make sure I don't deviate from the course. We trimmed it down, and then we will throw it back up with the Clecos and see what the fitment looks like now. So it should be getting closer. It's not gonna fit in the hole right now, but we'll look at it and see how we can mark it down and then chip away at it some more. So let's throw it up there and check it out. All right, let's check it out. So that got us much closer. So now you can kind of see how we're starting to, you know, look a little bit better. I know when it looked long, you're like, oh, is that thing gonna fit? It kind of looks stupid. Well, it's not. It'll fit, trust me. Come on, stay with me. So this right here is our body line, and there's enough meat left underneath. That's why I just didn't get all willy-nilly and cut the hell out of it. But we've got enough all the way around that if I can just trim that patch panel to where it lays just up underneath this, that we can cut it in together. Actually, I can bring it in to where it's just under that, and then I can actually lay my blade in there and zip it all the way around, and then she's gonna fit good. She's gonna fit good, watch. So I can see the body line here. Maybe I can't see the body line, okay. Dun, da, da, da. I'm not even that shaky. I should go drink some more coffee. We're good. Oh, spoke too soon. Pretty much guessing. Not gonna lie, we're not gonna lie about it. We're hoping. We got our fingers crossed, right? Right. Oh, that's gonna be fantastic. Here's our guess. It's like The Price is Right. So, I can see the body line here, and then I can see the body line here. I can't see the body line behind it, but just kind of eyeballing it, that's gonna be our cut line. So I'll just take my time. I might even come up a little bit on that because that's a little sketchy, because I can always take more off. And then, bada boom, bada bing. What could go wrong? Everything. Everything could go wrong, Dane. Everything. We cut it again. Got a little gunshot in the radius. Let's set it up there and see what it looks like once again. Woo-wee. Getting close, boys. Oh, look at that. My metal shaping intuition. Look at that. My spider sense, my x-ray vision is not working, but my spidey sense that told me don't go that far down on that thing is working. So here's how we're looking now, boys. So this is actually pretty decent. Actually, in reality, we're gonna drop it down again. What I'll do now is I'll actually measure it out, and we'll get the speed square out and then dip it like, we'll just go 1/8 inch. Again, we'll sneak up on it. I probably could go a full quarter and be done, but I'd rather just go an 1/8 to be safe. If you're wondering why I just don't go, oh, just trim it and we're good, it's because I have enough time in this panel that if I wad it up and turn this into a piece of garbage, I'm not gonna be very happy. So I would rather just cut a little bit, and then make it fit, instead of cutting a lot and then starting over. We don't want to do that. Dane doesn't want to do that, and I'll be really sad. We don't have to cry. Leave Brittany alone! Leave Brittany alone. All right, back to it. So here is the moment of truth for the most part. So you can see that we're a little below the actual body line. And then that's it. We're below it all the way around. So I think this is our magical piece we're gonna cut in. You guys cool with it? I'm cool with it. So let me take it off one more time, double check this is where I want to cut it to length. And we'll stick it back on, tack weld it. We will cut it in place, and we are gonna look like some internet heroes, man. YouTube glory, here I come, baby. Unless we cut it wrong, and then YouTube glory, here we come. Man, I just got back. You gotta love Southern California traffic. I was in traffic. It was like 2 hours to just drive, and it wasn't even that far. Anyway, I'm gonna quit complaining. We started in the morning. I thought I'd have all day to do this, and now I'm on limited time. So we're gonna just start knocking stuff out, and then I'll just keep you guys posted as we roll, because I'm way behind now. I thought I had the whole day, and now I only have a few more hours, and then the sun will go down. And then I'll probably be out here in the dark. I'm gonna be lonely. All right, finally making a little progress. I got it tacked in place, and then I just have to cut the ends in. So let me show you this. We'll cut the ends and get that tacked, and then we'll pick it back up when I'm cutting the other patch. That should be the easy patch. Short bus, come on, man. You gotta work with me, son. Let me show you this, guys. All right, so this is essentially our patch. So if you see it, that's what it will look like when it's all done. This will all be shiny, awesome, and everybody will rejoice. All right, I want to show you a trick really quick. So this is my new panel that's gonna go over where the rust is. This is a square, simple patch. And another way to make this even faster and easier is I've made my patch larger than the rust that's behind it. So what we'll do is we'll make our patch panel, and then I'm actually gonna make a line here and mark out where the rust is. So I'll just take and then draw a straight line, and then when I put my patch back over, the line will poke out here and the line will poke out there. So and then I can make a line across my patch panel with it in place, and I can cut these at the same time, and that'll cut this and that right into place. And then you're making your essentially your patch panel while you're cutting out the bad piece. That only works on some things. For this instance, it's gonna work great. What's up, baby girl? Hi. Hi. Oh, so beautiful. You say hi to the people. Say hi, people. Show me your spot. Oh, somebody had a hot spot. Oh, mom had to shave your arm. Look at, she's got her arm shaved. Oh, it's all right. You're still beautiful. Everybody still loves you. All right, that was Peaches. She wanted to say hi. Remove all my crap. I got all this junk over here, and we will find sheet metal. This will go over here. Ooh, look at my bulldog. I've e-rolled this guy. We'll hang it up one of these days, but not today because I'm busy. Aluminum. Don't need aluminum. Need steel. Alright, so we have our patch panel. We will go test fit it. It just has a little bit of a break in it, and it's right on the end. And then this is actually concave on the truck, but we're not going to get that carried away. We'll at least make that break and see if it fits. If it fits, we will actually clean this up, and then I'll show you guys how to cut it in. This is our little patch panel we made. I put a little break in the edge, and then this line here and here, not the bottom one, the top one, is where I need to cut to get rid of the rust. The rust is below that line, so I need to cut this, and then this piece that's left will fit in the hole and patch the rust. And then all we'll have to do is cut the end here, because this is obviously already has a hole in it. So we will cut it in, and we're gonna be heroes. Got it? Good, let's go. All right, so we got it tacked up. One more quick look, and then I'm gonna cut these in together. So it's tacked on there, it's not gonna move around. And I literally just take my cutoff wheel and then cut on that line all the way through both panels, and then that should cut the one behind it and the one in front, and the one in front should fit in the one in the back. In theory, that's how it goes. The trick to it is you got to keep your blade nice and parallel. If your blade is angled at all, depending on which way you angle it, the bottom panel is either going to grow, the hole will grow or shrink depending on the angle. So one thing to watch out for. So try to keep it as parallel to the panel as you're cutting, or not parallel, what's the other one? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm, whatever. All right, one last look at the rust before I make it go away. So my little patch panel's over there. We'll clean it up and get the tacks and everything off it so it's ready to rock and roll. Clean this edge so everything will weld decent. And then I'm actually just gonna take and cut this off right at the 90. So that'll get all this out of here. That'll clean that little edge up. And like I said, I can just push that over, put the blade in there, score it, and then weld it all up. So we'll get rid of this, clean all that when we rock and roll. All right, well, patch panels are made. Everything is cut in, and now it's just a matter of welding. So I'm not going to bore you with welding and try to speed it up and do all that fun stuff. So I'm just going to weld it all up, and it'll have like big boogers all over it, and then I will grind it down, and we'll just do one of those, and it'll magically hopefully look really nice. And that's it. Then we'll shoot a text message and say, come get your freaking rig tomorrow, dude. Hope you like it. I'm gonna go weld. The good news is I've got it welded up, and we're gonna grind it down. I'm gonna give you guys a look at it. The bad news is, however, though, I think an apology is in order, that I effectively turned the wonderful, wonderful old car smell in here into burning headliner smell. Just a little bit. I mean, it pretty much, well, it wasn't like flame fire. I mean, there was like smoke. So I don't even want to call it, like I said, on fire. Like, that's actually kind of disappointing. It just smoked in here a lot. It's probably because the windows are all rolled up. So I'm hoping after I fix it, we can kind of air it out. Yeah, it used to smell good. Now it smells like burning headliner. And hopefully that goes away. And if not, sorry about your old car smell, dude. I completely decimated it. Let's go grind stuff. I need more metal in my diet. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is done. I got the patch panel finished up. The sun is going down, so it was another long day. I came out here guns blazing. I'm like, I got a full day. We're gonna knock that thing out and be sipping fizzy waters in no time. Well, here we are once again. The sun is leaving me, but the work is done, and that's all that really matters. So let me give you a quick look at this thing. For my money, I would just put a quick skim coat of filler on it, block it down, and then rattle can it white to match the rest of the roof. For the owner's money, he's probably not going to do anything of the sort. Hopefully he at least masks the glass off when he rattle cans this. But for anybody that sees this car out, I'm sure it'll look exactly like this, but with white paint on it. So you can really eyeball this in person when you see it in person. Then now you know who to blame. You can leave messages, and you can just blow up my feed and everything and go, hey, I saw you do that in your driveway. Yeah, and it'll probably still look exactly like this, just white. So let me give you a quick look at it. Hope you guys enjoyed this series. Check this thing out anyway. Bam. Dun da da da. So that is it. That is it for the rust repair series. If you like this and you want to see more shoddy work, you want to see some slow 1/8 mile, maybe some 1/4 mile drag racing, you want to see a really nice Camaro that has a dent in the rear quarter panel, click subscribe, click that little bell, and you need to tell people, because we need to grow this thing. When you're at your therapist's office and you're confessing all your stuff, when you're mowing your lawn like the neighbor when I'm trying to monologue, you know, talk to the neighbor when he's out there mowing. Say, hey, go check out BurnDown. We got to help that guy grow his thing. That's it. I'm out.